Hello, darlings. How are you? I wanted to talk about energy and taking on negative energy. So part of the protecting your energy is to not take on other people's energy. There are ways to do this. First thing I need you guys to get in a practice of morning, day, and night. First thing in the morning when you wake up, before you put your feet on the floor, I need you to do the armor of God. That's the real quick one where you imagine that you connect to the core of the earth. You bring the earth energy up, cycle it through your body, through your base chakra, cycle that earth energy, it's orange energy through your body, and then push it out into a bubble around you. Now I need you to connect to God, to source energy, Allah, whoever the heck it is that you want to call him up there, with a white beam of light to your crown chakra, which is right here at the top of your head. Now I want you to take that white energy in and cycle it throughout your body everywhere. Now I need you to make that into a ball and then create that ball around the orange ball that you have. That's the armor of God. Add one more, connect to the moon, and then make an armor around that, make a circle around that one, and that becomes a mirror and it bounces off negative energy. So that's the armor of God. Do that when you first wake up. Do that before you go around people. Do that before you go to bed. That protects your energy from outside things coming at you. Now, you can go out unknowingly and pick things up when you're out and about if you're not protecting yourself. What do I mean? Well, you could be in Walmart and somebody walking down the aisle could have an attachment that might decide that you look yummier and decide to jump to you instead. It's that fucking simple. You could be at a garage sale or, heaven forbid, an estate sale, those are even worse, and pick up an item that has an attachment attached, a negative entity, as someone who's attached to it. Good example. I was at a garage sale, an estate sale, over in Olathe, and I saw a lot of shit that I wanted, like stuff that I was like, ooh, this has been on my list of things I'm just keeping my eyes open for. Like that kind of stuff where I don't really fucking need it, so I don't really fucking need to go out and buy it. But if I ever saw it at a decent price, I'm gonna buy it. So there were like 5 or 6 of these items that could have been checked off of my I want this list. And I asked my higher self, is it my highest and best good to buy this? And every time it was no. And I'm like, well, what the fuck? What's going on with this? As I'm leaving the garage sale, because I'm finally giving up on my higher self telling me I can have anything, I hear the neighbor telling the estate sale people that the woman that lived there was just a mean, angry, just mean old woman. And I knew that that was my higher self saying you don't want her energy. I'm like, all right, cool. So a couple of years ago, if you were at an estate sale just off of Merlin, off of 157, 158th-ish, yellow house, concrete yard, we won't fucking, if you were there and your house has started having random fucking things happen, bet you might be from that. But garage sales, estate sales, antique shops, like, swap and shop type things, anytime something has someone else's energy attached to it, you need to know if that energy was good or not, right? But you can pick them up anywhere at any time. So, protect your energy. And by the way, you can do the armor of God on somebody else. Like for your kids. I do it for my kids. Like every morning I wake up, I do mine, I do my kids. Mine are old enough to do their own, but will they? No, they don't subscribe to my woo shit yet. Yet they will. Anyway, so I just had thought about that. What are ways to get negative? Wait, hold on. Back to that. How do you get negative attachments? Alcohol is a huge proponent of how to attract negative attachments because alcohol takes you out of your right mind. Alcohol is, I'm going to do a whole other video on alcohol because it's fucking fascinating. Alcohol takes you out of your right mind, and therefore negative attachments or negative entities can then chill inside your meat suit. And then they're already fucking there. Get ready. Have fun with that. Yeah. Opening portals, doing spells that you shouldn't be doing. If you come from love when doing spell work, you should be okay. But anytime you start trying to play with hexes and black magic and, you know, like getting back at somebody or trying to send negative energy, you're opening yourself to negative energies working with you. You know, that would be another way. Trying to think of anything else that comes to mind off the top of my head. Negative people. And they could be people that were once upon a time ago nice people, and then you're letting them in thinking they're the same person, but they're not. Or they could just be negative people. Negative people could have an attachment, and that's why they are the way they are. Think about it. Grim or worm tongue chattering in your ear all the time. If you got a negative attachment chattering in your ear all the time, you're going to be negative. Yeah, the no-see-ums, the spooky shit, they're real. It's out there, and we do have to worry about it. What can you do about it? Well, cleanse your space. Get rid of anything that is a new item that you think might be, I mean, think back to like if you were just at Goodwill and brought home a hat, shit started happening. You know, that downward spiral starts happening, think back to just before the downward spiral started happening, what the fuck came into your house, into your life. Get rid of it. Cleanse it. You know, there's selenite, there's smoke, there's burying it in the earth. There's ways to cleanse and clear things. And otherwise, there are people that can help with this stuff. Reiki, your Reiki masters, the ones that have continued on their education, they can help with spirits that might be attached to you. So Reiki is another great way of dealing with negative entities and negative attachments. Anyway, I think that's it. And I love you guys.